And now our Friday play, which explores the personal experiences of two women as they each embark on relationships with male prisoners. No relationship is simple, but prisoner and outsider, that is truly hard. Life Half Spent by Lizzie Mickery.
What can I do for you?
Joanne Carter. My colleagues and I are here for the church service.
Have you any identification?
Yeah, I have this.
Mobile phones?
Yes.
I'll keep them with your passports. You can collect them when you leave. Raise your arms, please. Thank you, madam. This your first time in a prison?
Yes.
If the alarm goes, just stand back against the wall. Chapel's this way.
The building was Victorian, a number of wings running off a central zone. Each wing had 3 levels going up to the roof. There was an almost continuous clunk of keys, unlocking and locking, gates opening and closing. I could see my fellow churchgoers, Jim and Pete, with their heads down, as if they were uncomfortable to be there. But I kept my head up. I didn't stare. That would have been rude.
Here we are. We'll go in. I'll introduce you to Father Nicholls.
Thank you.
Father Nicholls.
How nice to see you all. Thank you for coming.
How do you do, Father?
Hello.
When the door to the chapel opened, I felt... I'm a bit uncomfortable saying this. I'm not a sentimental person. I felt as if I had been bathed in light. I have a very full life. My job, my friends, church. But in that moment, it was as if the breath had been knocked out of me. For a moment, I actually felt frightened. The intensity was so... At our church, when they say, let Jesus enter your heart, I try. I have tried. Then today, in that chapel, I looked across the room. Staring at me was a pair of piercing blue eyes. When we came out, Jim, my fellow church member, said, no wonder recidivism was high. Locked up for so long, limited work facilities. How was that going to make you a better person? Pete said he could smell the sin. What does that mean? My mum was in and out of hospitals in the last years before she died. I am used to institutions. I'm a private banking manager. Yes, there was a smell, but not of sin. Something about the officers in their uniforms, the gates, even the prisoners' jeans and t-shirts. There was order.
Mum! In the living room.
What are you doing?
Sticking the last of the photos in the album. Oh, why did you let me buy that hat? You must hate your old mum very much.
You look great.
I look like a Teletubby wearing a lampshade.
Stop it.
It was your day, love. Do you fancy a cup of tea?
I have to get back. When's Jeannie coming?
Weekend after next.
Oh, do you fancy lunch on Sunday?
Oh, sorry, I can't. I'm off out, Phil's. We both knew I was lying, but it's more convenient all round not to say anything. I wanted to say, this house is horribly quiet now you've gone and Jeannie's at college. I get out of bed every night to make sure I've turned the gas off, even though I checked it 3 times. I'm taking extra shifts at the supermarket to put off coming home. And you want to say to me, it's not my fault Dad left.
You ought to join one of those clubs.
Weight Watchers?
Social things.
Dating? I tell you what, why don't I sell my body in a blind school? I'd get more takers. I can hear myself. It's not like Brian picked on me. He never did. He said I looked great. Spare my feelings, probably. Oh, he was very apologetic when he left. Said it was him, not me. Actually, it was him and Mavis Stott. He said he wouldn't come to Karen's wedding. Karen cried, and I said, of course your dad must give you away. Then I heard myself say, and he'd better bring Mavis. And she wasn't wearing a lampshade on her head.
Don't forget Sunday if you change your mind. Right? See you, Mum.
Ta-ra, love. The silence. They're right. It can be deafening. I picked up the local paper to read my stars. Wednesday will bring Venus into your life. Then I saw the personal ads. Man, 45, GSOH. He'd need one if I replied. Good-looking, likes pubs, cinema, dining. Seeks woman of 25 to 35. Photo essential. Prisoner in HM prison requires pen pals. Interests, rock climbing, paragliding, outdoor activities. Took me a while to realise that was a joke. Suddenly, I was writing. I'm 35, unmarried. I've just come back from Tenerife, so I'm quite tanned. My interests are working out, kickboxing and scuba diving. When it rains, I like to curl up on the settee and watch romantic films, eating chocolates. Luckily, I can eat what I want. I had a boyfriend, but I finished it. It was sad, but we didn't fancy the same things. Better go now. Hope you reply. Love, Eileen. I can't sign Eileen. Kate. And the next morning, I sent it.
I went back for the prison service the following week. Jim and Pete were busy. I said it didn't matter, I'd go. I was a bit nervous. Maybe I'd be disappointed. Like returning to a city you remember as magical only to find the waste bins overflowing.
In his arms him take and shield thee, thou wilt find a solace there.
I was tidying the prayer books away when I noticed the man with the piercing blue eyes look at me. Obviously, I looked away, but I could sense him moving towards me. He was clearly an inmate. I meet lots of different people in my job, but for a moment, I know it sounds silly, I felt scared.
I'll help you.
Oh, no, it's all right.
You're the guest here.
Isn't that you, a guest of Her Majesty?
En suite and soft tiles, you mean?
Sorry.
My name's Kevin.
Joanne.
Father Nicholls says you're from a church in town.
We're part of a Christian fellowship prison movement.
Charity workers.
Not exactly.
It must make you feel good when you walk out of here. Something to measure your faith by.
I'm not sure what you mean.
What do you pray for at your church? World peace and Mrs. Jennings at number 9. You don't look like the type to pray for what you really want.
Kevin, perhaps you could help with the tea. I'd really appreciate it. Was he being difficult?
Oh, I didn't handle it very well. I don't know how I handled it. He came to me, offered to help, and the next minute he turned on me. One silly little encounter and everything about the place seemed spoiled. The light, the sense of order. Oh, I sat at home running over our conversation. Looking back, it was probably my fault. I am no good at small talk. If it's about something important, a portfolio, world poverty. But if my assistant asks, "How was your weekend?" I feel awkward. Then I become prickly. Well, that's what my sister says, Jane. She's younger than me, married with 2 children. She has one of those smiles. She can charm everyone. Anyway, the following Sunday at church, when the vicar said, "Let the Lord enter into you," I felt my skin tense even more. I found myself thinking about Kevin. Especially when we prayed for world peace and Mrs. Phillips at number 14.
He replied, the prisoner. He was called Roger. He had round, careful writing like a kid. He said he didn't think a kickboxing and scuba diving suntan 35-year-old and he had anything in common, so there'd be no point in my continuing the letters, but thanks for replying. He wished me all the best. I lied. I'm 48, I weigh 13 stone. My youngest daughter is at university doing media studies, whatever they are. My eldest just got married. My husband left me and I work at the local supermarket. I miss the girls more than I miss him, though it took a while to realise that.
I miss someone, anyone, sitting in the armchair, fiddling with the remote. It's not the same cooking for one. I make great custard, right from scratch. I like walking. I do like slushy films. I also like snooker. The girls are really kind, but they've got their own lives. I haven't asked anything about you. Are you married? Kids? Are you in for a long time? You don't have to tell me what for. That is if you want to write to me again. Love, Eileen.
Roger!
P.S. I just went and weighed myself in the bathroom. Guess what? I lost half a stone and never noticed.
Roger, mate, get your ass out of here. You'll miss class.
I did think of withdrawing from the prison fellowship. I sensed Kevin was some kind of challenge, but I wasn't sure what. I prayed to God, and nothing. I heard one of the prayer groups say that when God didn't answer, he was leaving us to examine our own hearts. None of my family was particularly religious. Christmas, funerals. My sister got married in church. The vicar insisted she attend for 3 months beforehand. The wedding was beautiful. Mum cried, buckets of course. Even Dad was moved. But Jane stopped going straight afterwards. I tried to persuade her to come back, but she couldn't see the point. I said the point is about belonging, about being a welcomed member of God's family, whoever you are. It would have been easy to run away. Never return to the prison. But that would have been cowardly.
I thought you might not come.
Oh, I'm sorry to disappoint you.
I didn't mean that. I prayed to God. Asked him to send you back.
You must have spoken to him a long time. He was engaged when I tried.
I find it difficult with new people. The more interested I am, the harder it is to...
He said interested. And he looked at me and I just knew. God had given us to each other.
Can you send me one of your electric bills? Don't worry, I'm not pervy. But it's like there's us, and then there's life. Sounds to me that it isn't the washer on the shower head, it's the filter. Unscrew it, easy to do. Put in some diluted bleach to clean it. Great news about Karen and the baby. I know, grannies can be glamorous. My son's 12, not that I see him. It's not a place to bring kids, is it? He lives with his Gran, my mum. Would you mind sending me a photo of yourself? One from Karen's wedding. Yours, Roger.
I look like a Teletubby with a lampshade on my head. I'll send you a photo if you do.
Yeah, but what if one puts a photo in the post and the other chicken's out?
Anyone would think you had 2 heads. You haven't, have you?
It'd be handy. One head could stay up watching bad movies through the night, the other could get some kip. I miss telly. It's pretty limited here.
Tell me what programmes you like and I'll write and give you an update. Yours, Eileen.
You're a star. Photo enclosed.
Do you fancy coming round for supper tomorrow?
Sorry, I'm going out with some of the girls from work.
Oh, how come you're so pally all of a sudden?
Well, you can't just sit around. You've got to make it happen.
Who's that?
It's a friend of mine.
Boyfriend?
What's the matter? Isn't your old mum allowed to have some fun? I never said he was my boyfriend. It was the look on her face. As if me having a fella was as likely as Prince William working on the checkout.
Of course you can have fun, it's your life. It's just he's a bit young, isn't he?
Mavis is 11 years younger than your dad.
Yes, but...
Oh, don't worry, it's nothing serious. One of the delivery drivers.
When am I going to meet him?
He's away at the moment.
32 letters and you never asked me what I did. Well, I want to tell you. I feel you and I were... friends. And I don't want that secret between us. If you're going to stop writing when you find out, then better now than down the track. I drove the getaway car for an armed robbery. I never carried a gun. If I'd have thought for a minute they were going to use them. They only took them along to G things up. The security guard fancied having a go instead of thinking about his wife and kids. He didn't die. It was a flesh wound. I'm not saying it was his fault. They shouldn't have done what they did. The guys who I was driving for got 13 years each. I got 10. I've served 2, 6 months remand. I wasn't going to write. I was going to leave it to you to reply, but it's been 2 weeks. I know what I did was wrong. OK, I was only the driver. I needed the money for a new start. The wife had left, I had the boy to take care of. You know how it is. I've been straight for years. Like my probation officer said, of all the people to go back, his money wasn't on me. How's that drip? The one on the shower. I realise this is the end. I'm glad I told you. Honesty's the best and all that. But I miss your letters. I miss you. Sounds daft, but I do. Love, Roger.
You drove a getaway car with men who had guns. You make it sound like a trip out. I know you didn't shoot anyone. I know you couldn't. You're too nice. But I've never even lifted one of the split bags of sugar at work. I just wanted you to know how disappointed I am.
I'm disappointed too, honest. But it's over. Never again. If I'd have known you then, I wouldn't have done it. I'd have told them where they could stick the job. Writing to you, it's the best thing. I got 30 replies, you know, to the ad. I wrote to 8 of them to begin with. But now there's only you. You're special, Eileen. Don't let anyone, especially that... your ex, say different. Love, Roger.
I know you're not a bad person. I know if you'd been here with me... So now it's over. No more to say. The man from British Gas reckons I need a new boiler. Well, he would, wouldn't he? What do you think?
You're very quiet.
I don't think you should come anymore.
Why?
Because...
What? That's it. You decide. What have I done? I haven't done anything. Of course, if that's what you want. I wish you peace and happiness then.
Peace? What peace?
Kevin.
I love you.
It's only been a month.
So?
Only 8 hours in that month, to be precise. Does it happen like that? When Kevin said it, I thought, this is impossible. Then I thought, me. You love me.
I love you, Joanne.
He pierced me with his eyes. How many times have I read that? Well, that's what he did. He looked at me as if I was the only person in the room, on the planet. My father, my mother, they loved me. I know they did. My sister, Jeremy, a man I used to... He said it. I said it back. But this was something else. It wasn't because I was someone's daughter, the person who worked in the next office. I felt chosen. I looked at Father Nicholls, the other prisoners, the officers, the visitors. Such a momentous moment, and nothing.
Say something.
I love you too. Then Kevin hugged me. Father Nicholls saw. They all saw. He took me to one side. He suggested I talk to the governor. The governor spoke to me as though I was a delinquent teenager. If I wanted to continue seeing Kevin, the governor would send me forms and I'd have to apply to visit like all the other friends and relatives. I wrote to Kevin and told him. I was quite apprehensive. Maybe hugging had spoiled it. Maybe, on reflection, now things weren't perfect. He couldn't love me anymore.
Dear Joanne, this is the best thing that could have happened. I don't want our love to be a whispered, shabby affair. You deserve better. No lies. Honesty in front of the world and God. I've enclosed forms for the visit.
You've had your hair done.
Oh, what do you think?
Great.
Oh, bugger, I've chipped a nail.
You've got a date. Where's he taking you?
I'm going to his place.
On your first date, Mum?
Don't mum me.
Well, what do you know about him?
A lot. Look, I won't be alone, OK? There'll be other people.
And why don't you wear your purple dress?
It's too smart. Where's my handbag?
In front of you. I've never seen you so nervous.
Today's the big day. Piss off. The ultimate blind date. I think you're really brave. Bloke called Dacre did it when I was in Wandsworth. She came to see him, real looker. She had this fantastic job. She adored him. 6 weeks later, he proposed. She accepted. He gave her power of attorney over his stuff, put the house in her name. She sold up and ran off with his lawyer. A day later, they found Dacre hanging in his cell.
I've come to see Roger Harmer. I'm not sure I'll recognise him.
Right, he's not here yet. You just take a seat at the table.
Thanks.
Your visit is here, Harmer. You okay, mate?
I sat there waiting, feeling a right idiot. I hated the place. The off-yellow paint, the smell of bleach and sweat. I'd brought Roger some chocolate. I'd all on to stop myself scoffing the lot.
I'm sorry, love. He isn't coming.
What? Why not? Is he ill?
I think he's had a change of heart.
What does that mean?
He doesn't want to see you. It's him, not you. Have you come far?
No.
At least you haven't wasted a real fare.
Nobody stopped talking. Don't suppose anyone really noticed. But as I walked back out of that awful room, it was the longest walk of my life. I swore I could hear them thinking, poor bitch, the guy's locked up. It's not like he's spoilt for choice, and still she can't hang on to him.
Just ringing to find out how it went.
Great.
What were the other people like?
Nice. I've got to go. I'm running a bath. Bye. I'll ring you tomorrow, OK, Karen?
Hello? Is that Eileen?
Sorry, I thought... Who's this?
Roger.
Roger?
I'm sorry.
I've got a bath running.
I bottled it. I was scared.
Scared?
The photo I sent, it was before I was nicked. I didn't want you to be disappointed.
Me?
I know. I've really mucked it up. But I didn't want you thinking it was you. I asked one of the lads. They said you looked great. They gave me some real stick. Called me all sorts.
Don't listen to them.
What about your bath?
I'm not... It was an excuse.
How's the drip?
Roger?
My phone card will run out soon.
Well, say something.
Can we try this again?
I can't sit there, not like that.
I'll be there. Promise. I don't want... It's important.
Roger Harmer. The table in the corner.
It was her eyes. She looked petrified. Trying not to show it, but her eyes. They were all sparkly.
He looked terrified. Smaller than his picture. I'm not sure what I'd expected. He was a villain. He seemed ordinary. Hello. I'm Eileen.
I thought, do I shake her hand? It was crazy. I know how she felt when that bastard walked out for his bit on the side. I know Karen had a scare the other week, thought she was losing the baby. I know how much her electric bill is. But we'd never met.
Was I supposed to kiss him? What? He'd been really cut up when his dad died. He always reckoned there'd be time to make up the differences. I'd seen Roger's tears on his letters. And now we were together and we didn't know what to do.
I stared at this mark on the table. Must have only been a couple of minutes. Seemed like forever. She smelt a perfume, and there was this tiny whiff of something else. Nerves. I kept saying to myself, look up, you stupid pillock.
I thought, look up, please. I'm a disappointment. He thinks I'm ugly. A joke. Oh, what was I going on about? This wasn't a date. This was pen pals, friends. Why should I care what he thinks about how I look? I've brought some photos of the house.
She laid them out like playing cards. The garden, the kitchen, the bathroom, Karen's husband. Suddenly, I don't know, I wanted to bury myself in her. I had this terrible urge to touch her breasts.
He looked bored out of his mind. He nodded, said nice, but I knew it had been a terrible mistake. 2 hours of agony and 4 cups of tea later, I was bursting for a wee.
Time to go.
Right. I went to pick up the photos, and his hand shot out.
I grabbed her hand. I said, it'll be better next time, I promise.
I looked into his face, and...
Can I kiss you?
It wasn't passionate, but it warmed me right down inside.
You're beautiful.
No,
You are.
I suppose I got the bus home, I don't remember.
Everything changed when I went back as an ordinary visitor. The people at church who knew, well, I didn't want to tell them, but I was withdrawing from the prison fellowship. They all kept saying, "Are you sure?" I don't know why they were so shocked. I told them. God placed me on this path. The women waiting at the prison, they don't respect themselves. You can see it. The cigarette smoke, it makes your eyes water. All of us herded into a reception area with a broken drinks dispenser. I thought visiting time was from 2:30.
It is.
It's 2:41.
Cut it out.
I'm sorry.
You get their backs up and we can be sitting here for a good half hour.
They can't do that. I'll say something. Talk to the governor.
Just shut it, will you? I didn't choose to be here.
Not like you, she meant.
You sad bitch.
They all looked at me, even the guards, and I suddenly realised they were thinking, what's wrong with her? Why pick a prisoner if you could have a free man? I thought, don't cry. Don't let them see you cry. I took a deep breath. I said to myself, did you expect this to be easy? So I turned the other cheek. I looked at the woman with her empty life and her rudderless soul, and I smiled. You mustn't get angry.
She was rude to you.
And she has nothing, and I have you.
Point her out.
I'm flattered you want to defend me, but can we drop it, please?
Is it the thrill?
What?
I'm some sort of exotic caged animal.
No, of course not.
I'm sorry. I know. It's just too much time locked away, thinking. So, what did you do last night?
Nothing.
I rang.
I worked late. I brought you the books you asked for and the CDs.
Didn't they have the Mahler?
He's very bright. That's the trouble. He went to university. He was working in IT before he was arrested. His parents have totally turned their backs on him. What are you thinking about?
You. Why haven't you asked me what I did?
It isn't important. Jesus forgives all sinners.
Aren't you scared?
Yes, I am. No.
Why are you lying?
I'm not.
You're lying.
You're raising your voice.
Sorry. Truly. Why did I do that? I can see the confusion on her face. Joanne is a rock. She won't let me down. She looked after her mum before she died. I said, you must have loved her very much. She said, yes, of course. And then she said, no one can say I didn't do my duty. She's 36. She sounds older, wiser.
Yes, he can be tricky, emotionally. But that's the challenge. He seems so strong, but underneath, he's been badly hurt. I can feel it. I think it's fraud, his crime. Some massive complex fraud against faceless bureaucrats. But what I want to prove to Kevin is, it doesn't matter.
Miss Carter?
Yes?
Hi, I'm Kevin's probation officer.
She was older than me. Harassed. She smokes, I can tell. She has the little lines on her top lip. Her hair was closely chopped. She wore a wedding ring.
Has Kevin told you why he's in here? He hasn't then.
I didn't say that.
As you probably know, the prison is not able to disclose the nature of the prisoner's offence. However, I think it would be better for you and Kevin if he told you.
And in that moment I did feel scared. All kinds of scared. But mainly scared that I wasn't the right person to help Kevin through this. I really did want to prove to him it didn't matter. On the other hand, if I knew, perhaps I'd understand him better, which would be good for both of us. I looked him up on the internet. He killed his girlfriend in 1994. It was manslaughter, not murder. He said she'd been taunting him. About other men. She was drunk. He hit her and... The prosecution said he raped her before, but Kevin claimed it was consensual. The attack came afterwards, and he was defending himself. I believe him. Those stupid girls at work, my assistant, the drinking, the exposed navels. What did they expect? I decided not to tell Kevin I knew. It was my secret.
Hello, you must be David. I'm Eileen. I'm a friend of your dad's.
Gran!
Sugar?
No, thanks. Trying to watch my weight.
So, how did you meet our Roger?
In prison. He advertised for a pen pal.
I never got that. Like those women who write to mass murderers.
My family'd moved out. I fancied doing something different.
Well, it's nice for him to have someone more mature to talk to.
You don't get to see him very often.
Is the bugger complaining? If he is, tell him to send train fare.
No, not at all. I understand. I had to change at Nottingham to get here.
In the beginning, I used to. First time, second time he got nicked. If he wants anything, he writes.
And what about David?
Oh, he's not very happy with his dad. When he and Shell split up, David stayed with Roger. Roger's arrested. David has to go to his mum. Shell's living with this bloke who's got kids of his own. They don't get on. So, David ends up here. I thought my days of moody teenage boys was over. Secretly, I reckon David hopes his mum and dad will get back together.
But if they're divorced...
No, they're not divorced.
I should have told her. It's not a big thing. We just never got round to it. Paperwork, solicitors. Why bother with the hassle?
His mum already thought I was some kind of pathetic, desperate, mature woman. Why else would I be going to see him? Now she's discovered I'm a gullible, pathetic, desperate, mature woman.
It's an unimportant detail, that's all.
It's important to me.
Marry me then.
Commit bigamy?
I'll get divorced.
Is this a joke?
No, of course not.
I'm 48, you're 34.
I don't care.
When you get out, there'll be plenty of younger women.
I want you. I'm good around the house. I'll get a job, a proper job. I fancy you rotten.
OK, before he says anything else, the sex thing. I've started having hot flushes. I went to the doctor. She's put me on HRT. I haven't had sex with another man besides my husband, and in the last few months with him hardly at all. It's probably closed up with lack of use. I've got stretch marks. My ex said I snore. What are you doing, you daft so-and-so? Get up.
Eileen, will you marry me?
He's on his knees in the visitors' room. Everyone's looking. I'm bright red, and it isn't a hot flush. God, he was sexy. Yes, I'll marry you.
Over my dead body, why didn't you tell me he was in prison? What do you think you're playing at,
for me.
It's pathetic. You'll be a bloody laughing stock. What about me? I'm having a baby.
You haven't even met him. He's very nice.
He's a criminal.
He made a terrible mistake. He's sorry.
He'll probably murder you in your bed. What's he after? He must be after something.
Why else would he want to marry me, you mean?
You're 48, Mum. Have you lent him money?
No.
Does he know Dad gave you the house?
Maybe. Why are you being so cruel?
Because I love you and I want you to be happy.
What do you care about me? What I feel? Nothing. You see your dad. You see her. That doesn't make me happy. I had to go to your wedding, stand in a photo next to them and smile. Oh, I know what everyone thought. Those nods of pity, people saying, "You're so brave, Eileen." I did it because I love you. All I want now is the same respect, Karen. I don't need you to like him. I just need you to be there for me. Like I was for you. If Roger rips me off, steals the house, I've only got myself to blame. Okay. Please, just let me have my life now.
You marry him and you'll never see your grandchild.
I've got a day release on Thursday.
What? That's wonderful. Why didn't you say?
I'm going into town with an officer.
I'll take the day off. We could have lunch.
No.
No?
I need to do this on my own, Joanne.
Yes, of course it hurt. But he was right. He had to stand on his own 2 feet. Doesn't want to be dependent on me. It's a good sign.
It was fantastic. We sat and just watched the people. People walking about, living normal lives. I should be depressed, but I'm not. Day release, and then home release. Parole soon. A job. I'll be free.
I know what you did. I know you killed your girlfriend. He just looked at me. Oh, why did I say that? In my head I was praying, God forgive me, God forgive me. And then I realised tears were rolling down my cheeks.
I took a life. Never mind what really happened that day. My girlfriend, who I loved, died. Some things you can put right, you know. You can... Property can be rebuilt, possessions returned, but... my life... After I rang the police, I wanted to kill myself. The knife was pressing into my skin.
Kevin.
Oh, I knew I had to pay. So now I am. Willing.
He looked at me. Tears in his eyes.
I thought there were no second chances. And then I met you. I promise you, Joanne, I will never, never hurt you.
I'd forgotten what a lot of organising goes into a wedding, especially one inside. We'd wanted to get married in a registry office. They kept saying, wait, maybe when Roger gets home leave. But then the governor said that wasn't on. They daren't trust him on the outside. Roger, he drove a getaway car, that's all.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to be past it at this rate.
Rubbish. Come here.
Stand up, then.
What's going on?
I'm measuring his inside leg, officer. What do you think? I bought him a suit off the peg. Took the trousers up myself. I spent ages choosing a tie. I took Jeannie, my daughter, from university to meet Roger. She likes him. Maybe it's being at college makes you more broad-minded. I haven't heard from our Karen. I sent an invite. Her husband rang. He said her blood pressure was high. The baby's due soon. She's making me choose, her or Roger. If the girls were 14, 12 maybe, I was so much their mum. Eileen disappeared. I don't want to watch my grandchildren grow up knowing I've 30 years waiting to die. And maybe that's shocking, selfish. I'm not the one issuing ultimatums. Anyway, where was I? The cake. You're not allowed to take your own in unless you have it X-rayed first. Well, that costs a fortune. And if you buy one off the prison, it's a couple of £100. Well, I couldn't afford that.
I'll make one.
You?
Me and some of the blokes. Why are you crying? You haven't tasted it yet.
I bought a cream linen suit, had highlights in my hair. Roger's mum was there, our Jeannie. The 2 prison officers stayed at the back. The registrar was lovely, really smiley, like it was all normal. And for a moment, standing next to Roger in his suit, he loved the tie. It felt normal. I do.
I do.
You may kiss the bride.
I was so happy. Happier than at my first wedding. I knew this was right. I'd met my soulmate. We drank tea and cola. The governor popped in to wish us luck. Probably fancied a slice of cake, which was delicious.
You think it's cooked enough?
Oh, shut up and give me a kiss.
Sorry to break this up, you two. Time to go back to the wing, Roger.
I'm going to miss you even more.
I know.
Have a good time tonight.
I'd hired a room in the pub, laid on a few sandwiches, and some of my mates from the supermarket came. Hello! What? When? Shh! Everyone shush! Our Karen's had a baby. It's a boy, £6, 2 ounces. Can I talk to her? Hello? Hello? We discussed it, me and Karen. Before she found out about Roger, I was going to be there for the birth. Daughters want their mums, don't they? Deep down, I thought she'd come round. Me and Karen, not together. Not when she gave birth. Not when I got married. Her waters might have broken at the prison. That would have been something to tell me grandson. Jeannie made a speech. I got a bit tiddly after that. She offered to stop with me, but I told her I'd be all right. I wanted Roger here, in my bed. I wanted to wake up in his arms. I'm married, and it's like I'm not. 4 more years with good behaviour. 4 more years apart.
Good news. I've been given home leave.
I had to be checked out by the probation service.
I see from the prison probation service notes you're not aware of the nature of Kevin's offence.
I am now.
Have you discussed it with him?
That's my business.
Kevin raped and strangled his girlfriend, Miss Carter.
He admitted to manslaughter, under provocation.
He's going from one very intense relationship which ended with the death of his girlfriend into another, with only a prison sentence in between.
He knows he did wrong. He's paid.
If at any time he shows any violence towards you...
You don't know him, do you? You judge him on one incident where he was clearly provoked.
Kevin can be very manipulative.
I bit my lip, literally. So hard.
I created this relationship with you in order to obtain parole.
That's ridiculous.
I'm simply pointing out that it happens. If Kevin were to be violent, he'd lose all chance of parole.
I was seething. What about forgiveness? Redemption? People change. Kevin has changed. It wasn't him, it was his stupid girlfriend. He loves me now. Of course I didn't say any of that. She looked at me for a moment, then said thank you and left. 48 hours later, his home release papers come through. My sister rang. Asked if I would babysit on Saturday. I said I was busy.
This is the kitchen.
It's very nice.
Living room. The bathroom. My bedroom. And the back bedroom.
Her chin was up, her head tilted slightly to one side. She was blushing. I'm actually here in your flat.
Yes.
I'm very lucky. Thank you.
We shared a bottle of red wine and listened to the Mahler. I'd managed to get the CD he wanted. I saw the clock first creep, then race to 11.
Time for bed. Sweet dreams. I'll see you in the morning.
I hadn't wanted to sleep with him. Not straight away. It wasn't that I didn't trust him, but I thought we might spoil things by rushing. And having him here was a big enough event in itself. On the other hand, he had been locked away all those years. Maybe he didn't fancy me. I told myself to stop it. It had been a perfect evening. It had. The best in my life. Kevin, are you all right?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to disturb you.
He'd dragged the single bed to the wall adjoining my bedroom.
Inside, I sleep with my back against the wall. And I know it sounds crazy, but I feel safer somehow. And I thought if I moved the bed to this side, I'd be closer to you.
We moved my bed to the wall. We slept in our separate rooms with our backs touching the wall, keeping each other safe. I've never felt so loved. We fell into a cosy routine on his home release weekends. He stayed in the spare room. We went to the cinema, the theatre. I paid. That was the only thing we fell out about. His defence had taken all his savings. Well, I told him when he was out on parole, he'd get a job. Then he could repay me. Hello?
Great news. I've been given my release date.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I have to have a permanent address, so I told them that wasn't a problem. I'll be living with you.
Oh, right. Yes, of course.
Write this number down, will you? It's night storage.
It turned out Kevin had a lot of possessions in storage. Hello?
Did my stuff arrive?
Yes. I'm not sure where to put it all. Your city will have to go.
Just a thought, but we could get rid of yours. Have you tried sitting on mine? It's really comfortable. And I think the beige will look much better, especially if we redecorate the living room. Joanne?
I felt panicked. It was crazy. It was a settee, that's all. I'm not sure I even liked it. But it was my city, my flat. I was the one who should decide. Me.
I'm sorry. If you don't want me to move in, if you've changed your mind about me, I completely understand. I don't deserve the forgiveness. The happiness you give me, I'll never be able to repay that. You're right. You're better off without me.
Kevin? He'd hung up. In that moment, I realised how arrogant I'd been. I've never liked surprises. I have to be in control. When I met Kevin, I assumed I was sent to save him. It was only now I thought maybe Kevin was sent to save me. I've put your books and your clothes in the spare room.
I'm going to need a couple of drawers in our bedroom.
Oh, I wasn't sure.
Come here.
Don't you think we should discuss this?
Things are different. I'm home for good now.
I lay in the bath. I was quite sore. We'd done it on top of the bed covers. What had I expected? It's normal. And it's Kevin. We love each other. That's what matters.
I've been transferred to a Cat C prison.
That's fantastic. You're bound to get parole soon. What's the matter?
It's down south.
What? They can't. Isn't there anywhere nearer?
It doesn't work like that, I'm sorry.
It isn't your fault. It's a £35 apex on the train. We write all the time. We're hoping they'll get day release soon. It's a hell of a lot of money to spend just for a couple of hours. I don't know what made me. I went to see our Karen. Karen, love. I sat down on her step and burst into tears. She didn't open the door again.
What have you done?
Sorry?
This collar. I can't wear this. There's a crease.
I'll do it again.
It's too late. You don't want me to get this, do you? You want me on my knees begging you for money.
That's stupid.
Oh, I'm stupid. That's why I'm not getting any of these jobs I go for. I'm too bloody stupid.
You have a record. It's very difficult.
Are you saying it's my fault?
I'm saying...
I don't want to hear.
Kevin!
I said shut up! You provoked me. God knows, I'd never hurt you.
David, Roger's son, turned up last night. He just got on a train. He said he wanted to come and live with me. I rang his Gran, thinking she'd be worried sick. She sounded glad to be rid of him. I am his stepmom, and his real one doesn't seem to care. I let him have Jeannie's old room. The cheeky bugger asked for £10 to go into town. I told him I don't even have enough to go out with my own mates.
I rang Jane. I didn't want to. I couldn't think of anyone else. She couldn't tell what I was saying at first. Turned out my jaw was broken in 2 places. Everyone says how lucky I've been. Jane rang the police. I couldn't stop her. She was hurt. I hadn't told her about Kevin. I'm not pressing charges, but they still revoked Kevin's parole. They found him in the park. He hadn't gone far. I was in hospital for a week. The nurses spoke to me in the quiet voice they reserve for the dying or pitiful. Kevin sent a card saying he didn't understand what had happened. Members of the church came to visit, but I said I was too tired. Told work I'd had an accident. But when I went back, my senior manager informed me they were taking me off personal client interface and moving me to loans review. There was an embarrassing lecture about public accountability of banking employees and fraternising with criminals.
Thanks. Socks, deodorant, money for a phone card. Your mum sends her love. Her angina's been acting up, but she's okay.
How's David?
He's fine. He got into a fight at school. I have to have a word with the head.
I feel so bloody useless.
I was glad when I hadn't mentioned the money missing out of my purse. It's funny, isn't it? Deep down, I thought Roger would protect me. Him being, you know, this experienced criminal. It's all right, love.
You sound like me mum. Sorry. I'm sorry. I just want to be home with you and David. I love you. You know that.
Of course I do. Once you're out of here, you'll get a job. We'll be fine.
How are you?
Better.
Thank you for coming.
He looked dreadful. Thinner. When I allowed myself to think about Kevin hitting me, I wondered how God could let that happen. OK, he shouldn't have hit me. But why did God allow him to do it? Maybe Kevin was right. Maybe it was me. I had provoked him.
Can you forgive me?
I'd missed him so much. For 3 years he had been my focus. I realised how alone I am. How alone I have always been. I'd never let anyone into my life before. Not like that. I'd never been part of someone else's life. One stupid moment, and it had gone.
It wasn't like before. I wouldn't have... You know that.
I think we should get married.
What?
We'd be equal then. It'll be our flat. You'll feel more secure. Will you marry me, Kevin?
Yes.
Good. I'll talk to the governor. Find out what we have to do.
Roger went through a depressed patch. I tried to imagine what it must be like to be locked up, to be alone among so many people. The prison were very good. Roger saw the counsellor, talked things through. Maybe getting married made the separation worse. But one thing I know, I love him more every day. And he loves me. A few more years, that's all, and then I'll have him home and we'll start a new life together. And I tell you what, him and me, we'll be fine.
In Life Half Spent by Lizzie Mickery, Eileen was played by Lynda Bellingham, Joanne by Anne-Marie Duff, Roger by Christopher Eccleston, and Kevin by Stuart Graham. Karen was Kathy Clarke, Gran was Roma Tomelty, Probation Officer was Laura Hughes, Father Nicholls was Sean Crummey, and David was Chris Rowan. Life Half Spent was directed in Belfast by Gemma McMullan.